I'm Kat Parks, and I ask for your vote as I run for vice chair of the Republican Party of Texas. I've been involved in Republican politics and conservative activism for over 30 years. I grew up in a very Republican political family in a blue state, and that's why I understand and see the need for a place to welcome all of the walkaway voters that President Trump has inspired to leave the Democrat Party. Now, more than any other time, we have got to grow the party. I'm a proud Texas conservative, married to a Texas conservative, raising a Texas conservative who believes that one person can make a difference. A few things you probably don't know. I speak Spanish. I lived in Guatemala. I did a healthcare study in Ecuador. I own and operate a successful business in a 70-30 Hispanic majority city. I understand the importance of outreach. Prior to my involvement in Texas Republican politics, I co-founded a grassroots organization to fight for private property rights that gained over 800 members in just a few short months. Over 3 years, we were able to stand up for our constitutional rights and prevail. As a small business owner and entrepreneur, former university coach and college adjunct instructor, cancer survivor, and certified trauma nurse, though my path in life has been diverse, it has always involved trailblazing, team building, and fighting for results. I've saved lives, I've fought for my own life, and after the 2018 election, I saw that Texas needed a lifeline, so I stepped up to make a difference at the state level in the Republican Party of Texas. I was named chair of the Candidate Recruitment Task Force. Strong candidate recruitment addresses all aspects Republicans need to focus on: inspiring participation, enhancing party growth, improving messaging, minority and female outreach, and holding Democrats accountable for bad policy. Candidate recruitment was extremely successful, providing a state framework and putting Republicans on the ticket in key races. One of the key components to successful recruitment was education. I organized and led over 30 schools hosted around the state that trained 1,400 Republicans to enhance their ability to perform. For my work, I was awarded the 2020 Steve Munisteri Award. I'm an 80-20 Reagan Republican. It was Ronald Reagan who said the person who agrees with you 80% of the time is a friend and ally and not a 20% traitor. What motivates me as a Texas Republican? Texas is a state of mind. Freedom and rugged individualism. Don't fence me in. The Constitution. Limited government, less bureaucracy. I make better decisions for my family than the government does. We all do. Religious liberty, opportunity for all. Someone asked me recently if I was pro-Second Amendment. I've got an AR-15 next to my desk and a Smith & Wesson 357 in my ranch truck. It's not a statement, it's part of our lifestyle, and it goes along with the whole belief of personal responsibility. I walk the walk. When asked why I'm running for vice chair, the truth is I have a vision as big as Texas, and that's what it's going to take in November and beyond. We've got to stop thinking in 2-year cycles and have got to start thinking in 10-year plans. Texas is growing bluer each year. I have no desire for a title, and in fact, as your vice chair, I will abandon the traditional ceremonial luncheon status that the current role commands and instead get to work with innovative initiatives that are desperately needed. There are 3 significant opportunities that I'm prepared to champion as your vice chair. Number 1, we need to continue to build on candidate recruitment. We also need a specialized judicial task force. I started this work with the help of Supreme Court Justice Jeff Boyd, and I intend to expand the conversation to include more of our justices and judges across the state. Number 2, election integrity. Ensuring legitimate and fair elections, it's got to be swift, it's got to be severe, and it cannot be compromised. Beyond election integrity, we also have to have legislative integrity, both for the Democrats and for the Republicans, to expose what they've promised, what they say, and what they actually accomplish in Austin. And finally, we need a statewide media team. We need to not only have regional media surrogates, but we also need to have a highly developed statewide war room where we hold Democrats accountable for the damage their policies do in Texas. All of this takes proven executive leadership, grassroots organization, and education. I've done it successfully with candidate recruitment, and I'm ready to roll out more. Delegates, this is where you come in. The Republican Party of Texas is not just an office in Austin. It's all of us. And the work starts now. Every one of us has a special God-given talent that we bring to the table. No candidate has all the answers. The answers lie in all of us working together. The presidency is at stake, redistricting is at stake, and our judicial benches are at stake. The nation's at stake. I am Kat Parks. I have the vision, strength, and leadership to take the Texas Vice Chair role to the next level. One person can make a difference, and we are all that one person. Join me.